So today's report is all about ship stresses and the measures on board to counteract the effect of ship stresses. So ships are constantly subjected to various stresses due to forces acting on their structure, from waves, cargo, and operational maneuvers. If left unchecked, these stresses can compromise the ship's integrity and safety. So this report explores the common types of ship stresses and the measure used to mitigate their effects. So there are 7 types of common ship stresses. So hugging occurs when the ship's center experiences upward bending due to buoyant forces, while the bow and stern experience downward forces from the weight of the ship. So kibali ang pag-explain na ni og binisayon pa ang cargo niya kibali waysod, then ang weight sa iyang stern o iyang hull is bugat pa sa cargo, munang mosaka jud ang cargo. Then there is sagging, which happens when the bow and stern are supported by the wave's crest while the ship's center is in a throw, causing downward forces in the center. Opposite ra ni sa hugging, which is ag kaning sagging bugat ra kintahay ang iyahang cargo, then ag iyahang hull o iyahang stern mo'y gaan manang muubos jud ang barko sa center. Then there is shear forces, which arise when different sections of the ship experience unequal vertical forces, especially near the midship area or with sudden weight distribution changes. So this affects structural deformation and failure at weak points. So magka kintahay murag magbali-bali kintahay sa weak spot ang kaning dapita. And there is torsional stress, which generated when the ship experiences twisting forces due to uneven wave action on the port and starboard areas or sides. So kintahay ag imuhang barko which is facing north man jud na kintahay ra ni. So then ang waves is nagikan sa east nya magka-twist man na, and then magka uneven ang waves ang paghampas sa kuan barko munang naay twisting or torsional stress. 5. Punting. The in and out movement of the hull floating due to the water pressure changes, especially at the bow when the ship pitches in waves. So this causes fatigue and weakening of the hull plating. Magkahina ang kuan sa barko, iyahang murag na platform nga plate. So 6. Pounding or slamming. The repetitive impact of the hull bottom against waves, particularly when moving at a high speed in rough seas. Murag maghangad-hangad kibali mo ang barko nya magkahampas-hampas ag iyahang dihang ubos munang makuan murag maguba. 7. Rocking. Side-to-side distortion of the ship's structure causes by rolling in heavy seas. So limbag-limbag kintahay mong barko tungod ani nga stress. There is another measures to counteract ship stresses. First is structural design features. Longitudinal strength, incorporating stronger framing to resist hugging and sagging. Transverse strength, adding transverse frames and bulkheads to counteract rocking and torsional stresses. Double bottom construction, enhancing hull strength and distributing loads evenly. Thicker hull plating, strengthening with thicker plates to withstand punting and pounding. nang baga-baga jud ning ikuan ani kay aron inig kintahay magka kuan ang mga waves makaya ra sa barko. 2. Loading and ballasting practices. Proper cargo distribution, ensuring even weight distribution to reduce shear forces and stress concentration para di mabughat ag barko, di dali-dali ra pud siya kuan ba. Kanang madali-dali ra siya distribute sa iyang even weight unsa ray makaya sa barko. Ballast management. Adjusting ballast to maintain an even keel and minimize uneven loading. Mora na akong i-explain earlier. Avoid overloading, adhering to load lines marks to prevent excessive structural strains. Andi dyan magkuhan ng barko, maglisod. Operational measures. Speed adjustment. Reducing speed in rough seas to minimize slamming forces. Kailangan pahinahinay jud gagdagan para di kaayo makuan ang barko. Di kayo ma-slam siya ba. Course alteration, changing course to avoid direct impact with large waves. Use of weather routing, employing routing systems to avoid high stress sea conditions. 4. Monitoring and maintenance. So, stress monitoring system using real-time data to identify and address excessive stresses. So, there is regular inspection, checking for cracks, corrosion, and deformation in structural areas of the ships. Pagkatanaon jud na kay aron ug kintahay na ikuan ang barko, pwede ra maayo rag dali. Timely repairs addressing. So mo nihong gingon, minor issues before they become critical. Pagkatanaon jud nimo ang barko kung na jud siya guba kay aron maayo siya ug kintay makritical jud siya. May mahimo patay mo. Use of bulkheads. So watertight bulkheads, limiting flooding and enhancing transverse strength. Protective bulkheads, shielding the ships from damage caused by head-on impacts. So ag kani ding protective bulkheads kay bali ag kaning kuan sa imong front sa imong barko. Kung kintahay na yung mga waves nga mga dagkong waves nga mo hampas sa barko, makaya ra sa bulkhead. So, dynamic stability management. Anti-roll systems utilizing the stabilizers or gyroscopic mechanisms to reduce rolling and rocking stresses. Trim optimization, maintaining an optimal trim to evenly distribute stresses across the hull. More bali evenly weight sa iyang stern o iyang hull. So these ship stresses are unavoidable part of maritime operation, but proper structural design, operational strategies, and maintenance can effectively counteract their effects. By implementing these measures, ships operators can ensure the longevity, safety, and efficiency of the vessels.